Welcome to my awesome health journey. I am Brett Dupree and I am lazy because I was going to spend all week writing a list of things I couldn't do on my during my first workout at Orange Theory, but now I have to come up with it on the fly because I haven't made the list because today is 500 workouts. Man, I cannot believe that. It just seems like yesterday I started and I was in pain all the time. Now I'm just feeling a lot better. I started Orange Theory at 473 pounds and now I'm at 376. So close to 100 pounds lost, but at the same time I'm feeling so much better. I'm pushing myself a lot harder and I feel great about it. So here is my list of things I wasn't able to do that I'm able to do now. I can see how many I can think of, but certain things are easy. Walking to my car and buckling my seatbelt without being winded. Being able to get into the back seat of other people's cars. Being able to buckle the seatbelt. Being able to get up off the ground without bracing myself on something higher than me. Kind of jogging. I couldn't do that. I couldn't stand for 10 minutes without pain. Couldn't stand for 30 minutes, period. Walking multiple blocks without pain was not something I could do during my first section of Orange Theory. In fact, I used to dread going grocery shopping and having to park farther away, or if I went to an event, if I had to park 2 blocks away, kind of worrying, am I able to get there? Due to the fact my back would hurt and then I'd be all out of shape. I didn't want to be super embarrassed by getting there and being out of breath from walking 2 blocks. Grocery shopping without a cart. I'm able to use a hand cart, but before I had to use an actual cart so I would be able to walk the entire place around the grocery store due to my back pain and being out of shape. Just that entire process was difficult. Lifting 15-pound weights. I think I mentioned this before. My wrists used to be extremely weak, probably from combination of not using them in carpal tunnel. And so doing 15-pound weights with my wrist hurt a lot. Being able to play video games without my hands falling to sleep. It was hard to play. I got Elder Ring, and it was hard to play that game for more than 5 to 10 minutes without my hands falling asleep. And that was really crappy. What else wasn't I able to do? I can just think of things. This is not more Orange Theory related, but not eating an entire thing of Oreos. I couldn't do that 3 years ago. If I just had food like that in my house, I had to eat it. That is not as much Orange Theory. Well, maybe it is, because being able to be consistent at Orange Theory and doing what I have to do has helped me build that consistency muscle. And I do believe kind of how you do anything is kind of how you do everything, or like building a strength in one area can affect another area of your life. So being able to work out, being able to show myself that I have the discipline to do that, and working at a discipline muscle in my workouts has allowed me to work my discipline muscle in my food choices as well. So I do think that's a big part of it. Bend. I could not bend. When I first started Orange Theory, I didn't do side bends like that, or good mornings. I would not do good mornings. I wouldn't do none of those things because my back hurts so bad, and every time I'd bend, I would probably throw something out. And so I just did what I could do lifts a little bit. Going to the floor at all, even going to the floor at all, or just doing a cardio. Today we did bicycles. I did it on the bench because I still don't like going to the floor. It's just in my mind. But before I couldn't really do that. I couldn't do anything. My stomach used to seize. In fact, that's been happening since like 2012, 2010 actually. I don't know why that stopped happening. It must have been just eating better, probably in the last couple years as well, and maybe getting my blood sugars regulated. Maybe I was having blood sugar problems even back then, but I used to get like cramps in my stomach when it core workouts, and now I can do them. And before I couldn't do them. Every time it was a core workout, I use the TRX and do pull-ups. I did so many of those rollout things with the TRX when I first started, and now I'm able to at least attempt and do those workouts, which is something I was not able to do at all. And today, or before I even talk about what today, squatting all the way down. My knees used to be so bad I could squat a little bit. Now I can get to the point where I can touch my butt onto the bench. That was something I wasn't able to do. And today I hopped for 3 sets. I was not able to hop when I first able to come. I could barely put my calves up. One reason my calves are so big, because, putting 470 pounds on my calves, that's a lot of weight. So, but being able to do that, I was not able to hop. I wasn't able to plod. When I first started Orange Theory, I couldn't do the Orange Theory treadmill workout. What I mean is they would go do push, do extended push, back to base, and then do all out. When I first started Orange Theory, I just walked 1.2 miles per hour for as long as I can. It was a 45-minute, back then they had a 45-minute workout, 45-minute 3G, so it was like 12 minutes on the tread. And all I could do is just walk 1.2, 1.3 miles per hour when I first started. And I still remember the first time I was able to do that. That was my actually most proud moment at Orange Theory, being able to feel like I could participate. But that was not something I was able to do, was push, just push base, push extra base, or I don't know why I'm slipping on what they call it, then go all out. I was not able to do that at all when I first started at Orange Theory. Oh, yeah, and I think we'll end the thing I wasn't able to do was get through a workout without pain. Yeah, I still have pains today, but I used to feel dead when I first started working out at Orange Theory. I'm talking about dead. The entire one workout would make me tired the entire week. I felt awful. I felt in pain. I hated it every moment of it. But I knew I needed it to stay alive. COVID happened, and I knew if I got COVID, I wasn't going to live. I don't want to die. And I used like my fear of death as a big part of it, because I knew I hit a rock bottom. Sometimes I guess you have to do that. I wish I didn't. I wish I was able to pull myself up before I hit rock bottom, or a rock bottom. But that's what I had to do to get to this point where I can do 500 workouts. And I honestly I remember 50, I remember 100, thinking like, I can't believe I did 100 workouts. I can't believe I did 200. And then when I started getting to the 400s, about 500 workouts. I have never been this consistent in my life. So yeah, I just thank everyone who has been a part of my journey. Especially, I'll just thank the people I can think of right now at Orange Theory. Coach Josh has been very instrumental. Coach Jenna was awesome when I first started. Coach Dana was really cool. I loved her positivity. I miss her so much, but she was a huge part of my early workouts. And like Lindsay and Veronica and Luke, the people who were there on the front desk when I was first there, they're always so positive and smiley when I first started. And then we get like Brandon and Daisha and Isla and Samantha and Savannah. Where did I get that? So bad with names. I'm so working out that. And hopefully probably am missing somebody. I'm very bad with names up top. Michaela, Marika. I can't believe it. Yeah. Those people have been really helpful towards me. And if I forget your name, I'm very bad with names, and I apologize. But then there's like Tammy and Christy and now Silka and all the other Maria and all the many Mika and all the many people who have, being able to John and being able to welcome me when I show up, the people at Orange Theory, and I'm so thankful for them as well. There's so many more people to mention. I probably shouldn't mention anyone because I don't want the chances of them watching this is small. So I just have that. Well, anyways, I'm about to hit 10 minutes. So thank everybody. I am so happy. I'm proud of myself for this accomplishment. I look forward to 500 more. Someday I'll hit 1,000 and it's going to be great. I love you for who you are. Thank you for watching. Thanks to everyone who have supported me along the way. And as always, as I am, you are worthy.